Tom Fox, staff photographer philo. Cowboys receiver Amari Cooper, 19, is congratulated by center Joe Looney, 73, after scoring a game-winning touchdown in overtime against the Eagles at it. 9, 2018. The Cowboys won 29-23. Tom Fox, The Dallas Morning News. The idea of seeing Earl Thomas in a Cowboys uniform was either a tantalizing possibility or a foolish pursuit. A variation of the test used for centuries to determine a person's point of view, is the glass half empty or half full. Reality overtook perspective before free agency officially got underway. The Cowboys' glass is empty when it comes to Thomas. The best free safety in the game will play in Baltimore and follow in Ed Reed's Hall of Fame footsteps. The Cowboys now proceed along the same, fiscally responsible free agent path the club has traveled in recent years. Defensive tackle Christian Covington, who agreed to a one-year deal on Thursday, became the 22nd player signed during this phase of free agency since March 2013. Now, name the two players on this list other than Covington who are still part of the Cowboys roster. Center Joe Looney and backup tackle Cameron Fleming. That's it. Two of the previous 21 free agents to sign before the draft are still contributing to the team. The narrative has flipped. This was once a franchise criticized for its irresponsible approach, for spending so lavishly in free agency to satisfy an itch or impulse that it hurt the team's prospects going forward. Now that it takes a more judicious approach, there are howls that owner Jerry Jones no longer cares, that the Cowboys are reluctant to seize the moment and pay what it takes to put a true Super Bowl contender together. Could the Cowboys be more aggressive in free agency? Sure. That argument gains traction at this time of year when fans see other teams around the NFL make bold moves to improve their teams. But ask yourself this: have the Cowboys been irresponsible in their approach to free agency since 2013? No. Signing a backup defensive lineman instead of Thomas tamps down the excitement level. It's a ripple, not a splash. Thomas signed a 4-year, $55 million contract with a guarantee of $32 million with the Ravens. If the Cowboys had given that to Thomas, which of their current stars would have left because the club didn't have enough money for them in their new deals? What other free agents would Dallas lose or not consider going forward? It's fair to criticize the Cowboys' approach to free agency. But you must also recognize this team has advanced to the divisional round twice in the last 3 years and has one of the better rosters on both sides of the ball in the NFL. The team's approach to free agency is a crucial part of the philosophy that has built this roster. Free agents are signed to plug in on a short-term basis or as insurance. They are acquired for depth or to address gaping holes so the club can take a pure approach to the draft and not be unduly influenced by need. The fact Covington was the first player signed from another club should come as no surprise. 9 of the 22 free agents signed since 2013 have been in the defensive line, more than double any other position. Offensive line is next with 4. Rail all you want about what the Cowboys haven't done in free agency in recent years. But you must also admit this team has done a better job in the draft. The two are connected. Defensive ends Jeremy Mincey and Benson Mayo have filled a role for a couple of years while DeMarcus Lawrence develops. Running backs Darren McFadden and Alfred Morris were acquired as a bridge between the departure of DeMarco Murray and the arrival of Ezekiel Elliott, who have been the most productive free agents signed over these last 6 years. Mincey has the most starts with 22, Looney has the most games played with 48, McFadden has the most rushing, 1,147, and receiving, 345 yards. He and Morris each scored 3 touchdowns, more than any other free agent acquisition in that span. Mayo has the most sacks with 7. These totals are modest. So are the times of service. Looney and McFadden are the only free agents in this stretch to play in 3 seasons for Dallas. Linebacker Justin Durant spent 3 seasons in Dallas but that came in 2 separate stints. This year's free agent haul won't be any different. It won't be as flashy or yield as many starters as fans want. But it will allow the franchise to draft for talent instead of crying need and save the funds necessary to sign Lawrence, Dak Prescott, Amari Cooper, Elliott and Byron Jones to new contracts. If those players don't receive extensions, and in Lawrence's case, soon, you have every right to complain and question this approach. Twitter, @DavidMordman losing proposition. The Cowboys usually lose more players than they sign in free agency, ending with a negative total in 5 of the previous 6 years. Dallas is off to a similar start in 2019, having lost Cole Beasley, Damian Wilson and Jeff Swaim while adding only one player from another team in the opening days of free agency. Season signed lost 2013, 25, 2014, 23, 2015, 48, 2016, 43, 2017, 511, 2018, 46, 2019, 13 total 2239. Retaining your own free agents isn't included. Shopping list the positions the Cowboys have addressed in free agency. Since 2013, defense wide receiver 1 tight end 0 offensive line 4 quarterback 0 running back 2 defensive line 9 linebacker 2 cornerback 2 safety 2 odds and ends. What this phase of free agency has yielded for the Cowboys the last 6 years. Total games started, 110 total games played, 290 players cut before or during season. 6 Cowboys were last NFL stop. 6